Now on 4 News Now at 6, a massive round of job cuts could be on the way for the Coeur d'Alene School District. How it could affect your child's education.
The first day of spring is just a few days away, and it's finally starting to look and feel like it as temperatures continue to rise. I'll let you know how warm it's going to get in the first alert forecast.
And a mother desperately looking for her son who's been missing for weeks. Why she says the police are not doing enough to help. You're watching 4 News Now at 6.
Up to 250 Coeur d'Alene School District jobs are on the chopping block, with people voting against 2 new school levies, with one levy only needing less than half a percentage point to pass. Thanks for joining us. I'm Aaron Luna.
I'm Kirsten O'Connor. The levies would have helped fund multiple school programs as well as building repairs and upgrades. Our Vanessa Perez is live in Coeur d'Alene tonight with how these cuts could impact your child's education.
Well, staff say this is going to have a devastating impact on the community. The school experience could be looking a lot different without the needed funding to fund certain programs like PE, music, and much more. Tonight, staff are wondering what's happening with their jobs.
They're going to just cut positions. There's going to be teachers that lose their jobs. There's going to be bus drivers and kitchen and office staff, and all of those things are going to lose their jobs.
Scott Travers is a 7th grade teacher. He's anticipating adding 10 students to his social studies classroom. He believes the votes could have been influenced by misinformation in the community.
I think a lot of times people believe what they hear, and it's not necessarily true or even close to true. And so we have a bunch of people that were angry about things that weren't happening, such as indoctrinating kids. We don't do that. I mean, maybe they did somewhere at some point. I don't know. I've been in here for 27 years, never seen that.
He encourages people to come into the classroom and see for themselves, but says most parents believe their child is receiving a good education. The supplemental levy just hundreds of votes shy of passing. It needed 50% to pass.
People are scared right now. I mean, my room was full of people this morning saying, you know, what's going on? How do we know if we have a job? You know, it's not good.
The potential cuts to staff means several important programs could be lost. It's a hard reality to face for parents.
As a father with 2 students in the district, I understand what's happening in the district and how hard the teachers are working and how important these programs are for the complete education of our children.
We're talking art, music, PE, school resource officers, nurses, and even sports programs.
How do you build a state championship team if you don't have a JV program? It just doesn't produce the same kinds of results for the success that we as a community take pride in. So I think that'd be a huge loss for our kids, our students. It's not fair to them. We need to give them every chance we can as community leaders to be successful. And by cutting their budget by 25%, I just don't see how that's a good cost-benefit trade-off.
Uncertainty about what the future brings for Coeur d'Alene Public Schools. Is also told that the district is set to have a special meeting next Monday to discuss what exactly comes next. They could also be going back to voters and asking for this in May. We'll continue to follow this story closely to figure out what exactly is going to be cut. Live in Coeur d'Alene, Vanessa Perez, 4 News Now.
Vanessa, thank you. 6 different school levies were voted on last night in Kootenai County. Only 2 of them passed. One is a renewal of a close to $6 million per year in Post Falls. The money will be used to increase campus security across all schools and pay for additional student resource officers and campus security at elementary schools. The Kootenai Joint School District was the only other school district that had a levy pass, with the 2 other levies in the Lakeland School District being voted down.
Police are looking for the person who shot and killed 39-year-old Joshua Van Doris in north central Spokane last week. First responders pulled Van Doris out of his car after he crashed into a parked car. That's when they noticed he had been shot in the chest twice. He was then rushed to the hospital and later pronounced dead. The number of people living at Spokane's largest homeless camp continues to shrink.
The Washington Department of Transportation says less than 70 people are currently living at Camp Hope. Take a look at these photos on your screen. The one on the left was taken back in November. And as you can see by the one on the right, many of those tents and structures have been since taken down. WashDOT also says they plan on moving the border fence a second time sometime soon.
Well, things are finally starting to warm up across the inland Northwest.
Just in time for the first day of spring, which happens to be Monday. I was actually surprised by that this year for the first time in a long time. Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker is here to talk about how warm it's going to get.
I think a lot of people were surprised about that, considering our slow start to spring. Things are going to start picking up. Here's a look at our current conditions in Coeur d'Alene and Spokane. Clear skies in both locations. It has not been an especially warm day, especially with the breeze that kind of cut through us. In fact, our wind chill for most of the day was in the 30s. Also, not sunny everywhere. We've had these isolated showers in the form of rain, snow, and some graupel in the instability of the day. Those are tapering off rapidly. Skies will clear, and our temperatures are really going to drop. In fact, we're already in the 30s in Bonners Ferry and Sandpoint. It's 49 in Lewiston, 48 degrees in Omak right now. Right around the Spokane area, it's 44 in Spangle, also 44 in Spirit Lake. But overnight lows tonight, as the winds die down and those skies clear, are going to bottom out in the 20s. If you're heading out this evening, you may need that jacket, because we're going to be down in the 30s by 7 o'clock, down around freezing by 11. But there is warmer and even sunnier weather coming in the forecast. I will let you know what to expect in just a few minutes. Kirsten.
Thank you, Chris. Well, have you seen this man? These are pictures of Joseph Kamau. His family says he's been missing from his Spokane home for nearly 2 weeks.
How am I supposed to continue? Yes, yet I am expecting every day, and dark night passes by every day.
Well, that is Joseph's mom. Tonight, she's hoping you can help her find her son.
His family says he vanished, leaving behind his phone and car keys. Bronte Sorotsky joins us live from outside his apartment near Gonzaga University with what we know about his disappearance so far. Bronte.
Well, when Joe's family showed up at his apartment almost 2 weeks ago, they found the window was smashed and that his car keys and phone were left inside. And with limited information from investigators, his family says that they are determined to keep looking for answers.
These waiting long periods, they are very, very distressful.
It's been almost 2 weeks since Joseph Kamau vanished from his apartment near Gonzaga. He was last seen there March 3rd. His family says they became worried about him and decided to check his home.
Then at the place of work, when they came, he told his brother to be careful about the people at work at McDonald's.
His family says when they got to his apartment, his window was broken and his phone and car keys had been left behind. They filed a police report. We're told investigators have been in the apartment, but police aren't releasing much information, leaving Joe's family frustrated.
I just want to have my son back, and the people who can be able to do it. Me, I cannot by myself, but there are people who are entrusted to help me find my son back home, and I know they can do it.
His mom says she was able to check statements from his credit card that he hardly uses and found unusual charges around the time of his disappearance in both Spokane and Coeur d'Alene.
How am I supposed to continue? Yes, yet I am expecting every day, and dark night passes by. Every day, another night passes by. It is not enough just to be told, yet I know there is information that can be used.
While this investigation continues, Joe's family continues their own search for answers.
And I just want my son back home.
Now, if you have any information about Joe's disappearance, his family is asking you to contact the Spokane or Coeur d'Alene Police Department or contact them directly. All of that information will be up on our website, KXLY.com. Reporting live in Spokane, Bronte Sorotsky, 4 News Now.
Bronte, thank you. The Zags are officially on their way to Denver to take on Grand Canyon University in the first round of the NCAA tournament. We are live with why the Bulldogs have an advantage playing in Denver. Next on 4 News Now at 6.
4 News Now on your time with Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Transitions works to end poverty and homelessness for women and children in Spokane.
Transitions moves lives forward by providing real change through programs like housing, job training, and safe spaces of welcome, respect, and community.
New America Credit Union is honored to partner with organizations like Transitions as they work to enhance lives, fulfill dreams, and build communities.
Check out more organizations that make our community stronger at numericacu.com.
Welcome to Coeur d'Alene Honda, home of the lifetime warranty.
Well, hi. Hey, I'm looking for a new Honda, but I heard some dealers are charging outrageous prices.
At Coeur d'Alene Honda, we simply don't do that.
We ain't no big city slickers with second stickers.
It's business as usual.
We are a family-owned dealership, and our reputation is far more valuable than overcharging our customers.
We want to be here for you today, tomorrow, and in the future.
And don't forget about our lifetime warranty.
Check out our website at cdahonda.com.
It's buy one, get one month here at Mainstream. That's right, get a free furnace when you purchase an air conditioning unit. We'll even throw in a complete heating and cooling system check. Let us provide your family with comfort and happiness this spring. Call or visit Mainstream to find out more.
Are you waiting for the right time to replace your flooring? Great Floors' 12-month financing option makes it easy to bring inspiration home today. Shop a large selection of brand name flooring to fit your life. Our team of experts are here to help you select between luxury vinyl, hardwood, carpet, and more. Great Floors is offering 10% on top quality Mohawk and Karastan flooring now through the end of March. Visit a Great Floors showroom today and live life on Great Floors.
Drive it home with the Northwest Motorsport Rig. Our great lineup of lenders are offering special APRs all month long. Enter to win daily prizes at nwmsrocks.com/win. Score big with trucks, and more trucks at Northwest Motorsport.
Next ET, a new Hollywood honor for the late Kobe Bryant. We're with his family and friends, plus Ted Lasso Season 3 is here. We're with the cast.
Troy and Keely, do you think that they are in game?
One of us has to die tragically to save the other.
Then our Milo Ventimiglia exclusive on set of his new TV drama filled with the behind-the-scenes tricks.
So you're doing some kind of something to get rid of it, yeah.
Next ET.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Entertainment Tonight at 7:30.
The Gonzaga Bulldogs are in Denver tonight. 4 News Now was at the McCarthy Athletic Center today when the Zags left for the Mile High City and the NCAA tournament. They're hoping to land in Houston for the Final Four. Our fast break to Houston coverage tonight. The number 3 seeded Bulldogs begin their run on Friday.
They take on the Antelopes of Grand Canyon University. 4 News Now sports director Julian Minnesone is live in Denver tonight. Julian, Denver is a great place for the Zags to start their fast break to Houston.
That's right, Kirsten, Aaron. I'm at the train tunnel that leads right here to Ball Arena. I could see it in the distance right there behind our photog, Alex. And the Zags are very excited to be back in Denver because they are 3-1 in Denver all time of the NCAA tournament. The last time they were here was 2016. They won 2 games to make it to the Sweet 16, and they're going to try to do it once again. And the schedule has a lot to play a part, a huge part in Gonzaga's success this season and when it comes to this tournament. Gonzaga defeated a number of NCAA tournament teams during the season, including Kentucky, Michigan State, St. Mary's twice, and the top overall seed in the tournament, Alabama. The schedule has been in Gonzaga's favor. The tournament site is in Gonzaga's favor. We will see if the Bulldogs can conjure up some mile-high magic.
We played in some very hostile environments. We've lost in some hostile environments, and we've won in some. And I think that's huge, just getting that balance and understanding that things aren't always going to go the way we think they are, we want them to. And learning how to battle through that adversity, and as well as just being able to handle the highs and lows of a rigorous schedule. It's really beneficial for times like this.
Gonzaga and Grand Canyon is set for 4:35 on Friday here in Denver, and if the Zags win, they will play in the second round on Sunday. Coming up at 6:30, you're not going to want to miss it. We have a great story about Spokane's prodigal son, Anton Watson, and him representing Spokane here at the biggest stage of the NCAA tournament. For now, live in Denver, Colorado, Julian Minnesone for News Now Sports.
Julian, thank you. And hey, now is the best time, I'd say, to download the KXLY Plus app for exclusive content like behind-the-scenes video and press conferences on the Zags' fast break to Houston.
The Portland Trail Blazers have a new mascot. Say hello to Douglas Fir, the Bigfoot. He made his debut against the Knicks last night. The Blazers say Dougie, as they call him, is a shy, long-lost relative of the Bigfoot mascot they had back in the 1980s. I'm not familiar with that one. I'll have to Google him later. Dougie, as they call him. They say he used to stay hidden in a forest park drinking cold brew and collecting sap for his craft brew.
I feel like that's a dig.
That's what they say, though.
I know they're saying it about their own mascot, but I just...
You're saying they're limiting him already?
Yeah, and he has a vest on. Where are his sleeves?
Look, he's got to show the guns.
Oh, okay.
He's not a Cambridge scholar.
Doesn't have the Harry Potter glasses on.
Well, we'll have to just wait and see what the fans think.
I wonder.
Tell us what you think.
Yeah, maybe on Facebook. Send us a little message. I've been asking for those messages and receiving them.
Oh.
It's usually not the most positive response.
About the mascot, I assume, not
about all different things on TV.
No.
That's what you get.
Well, then.
Open the door.
I am not expecting to have any negative comments in the 4 News Now First Alert weather inbox, because look at this. Blue skies and sunshine for tomorrow. A high of 47, 49 is our average high. It does get warmer in the 7-day forecast before the showers return. I'll let you know what to expect after the break.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
4 News Now is brought to you by Northwest Fence Company.
Fresh out of Papa Murphy's kitchen, the limited time double bacon cheddar pizza.
Actually, it's fresh out of my oven.
Dad, it's just an expression.
Nacho cheddar cheese sauce, crispy bacon, Canadian bacon? Now that is an expression.
Change the way you pizza.
Here's the latest expansion news from Spokane Tribe Casino. Check out the expanded Caesars Sportsbook, now the largest in the area, with even more room, more betting options than before, and a buddy bar with bar top games. Plus, be on the lookout for the all-new smoke-free gaming area, also coming soon. Grab your lucky charm and play Rainbow of Riches every Thursday for your chance to win up to $1,000 in cash or free play. Only at Spokane Tribe Casino. You just win here.
Kelly here at Colville Toyota with the pups, cruising in this new Toyota Highlander.
We've met many new neighbors and come to love this beautiful region.
Our hometown-friendly restaurants, scenic rivers, Colville, Kettle, and Columbia.
Confederated County Museum, the golf course, hiking around Colville Mountain, a leisurely picnic at one of our parks,
or just a beautiful scenic drive.
Our region has plenty to offer, and so does Colville Toyota.
Your small-town dealership with a big heart.
At Washington Trust Bank, can't is a 4-letter word.
I think I'll sell my veggies at the market.
You even remember to water the house plants.
I do this? You can do this.
Hey, we need to build a home office. We're adding another bathroom.
I think I'll study programming.
Bro, you even connect your phone to Bluetooth.
We believe you can do whatever you set your mind to, and we'll help you get there. Washington Trust Bank, privately owned, locally invested.
It's the final days of the Overstock clearance sale at all Walker's Furniture locations. And that means your last chance to get big discounts of 15 to 40% off, with some clearance items up to 70% off during the final days of this Overstock sale.
Fresh out of Papa Murphy's kitchen, the limited time double bacon cheddar pizza.
Actually, it's fresh out of my oven.
Dad, it's just an expression.
Nacho cheddar cheese sauce, crispy bacon, Canadian bacon? Now that is an expression.
Change the way you pizza.
Our high temperature today was running below average. It probably felt a little cool too with the breeze. 46. Our high 49 is our average high. It's almost into the 50s. We're almost into the 7 o'clock hour for our sunset times. A lot of signs that spring is on the way. Part of the reason that it was feeling a little less pleasant was the breeze today, and it is still 15-mile-per-hour gusts in Spokane, 18-mile-per-hour gusts in the Spokane Valley. The winds will continue to die down this evening. We'll have light wind overnight. That will allow our temperatures to drop down into the 20s with clear skies. Tomorrow, we're warming up into the mid to upper 40s with mostly sunny conditions. Winds out of the northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. That should take a little bit of bite out of that spring air. Here's what's going on. Big picture, we have a ridge of high pressure that right now we're on the far eastern flank of. That puts us in a northerly flow, and that's why, despite a fair amount of sunshine today, we kept our temperatures a hair below average. The last of the isolated showers in progress will be coming to an end as high pressure builds in quite more, or asserts itself tomorrow. It will be taking over. Here's Thursday at 5 o'clock. We're going to keep our skies clear. No showers on the way for tomorrow, and we're kicking off a warming trend that by Friday will take us into the 50s. System approaching. You can see the clouds on the coast Friday evening. We'll see an increase in clouds this weekend, in and out of the clouds a little bit, but no precipitation on the way until Sunday night. That is why our chance of precipitation is 0 through Saturday. Goes up to 10% on Sunday, but that's coming in Sunday evening and into the first day of spring, Monday. Spring showers on the way, mainly in the form of rain. Occasionally some snow mixing in, but if you wanted to winterize the snow blower, I don't think you'd be taking, or summarize it, I guess, the snow blower, I don't think you'd be taking too much of a risk. I'm leaving my winter tires on, though, for a little while longer. Overnight lows tonight will be down in the 20s and 30s. High temperatures tomorrow in the 40s and 50s, just about average, if not a hair below. That begins to change on St. Patrick's Day. 52 and sunshine. That is going to be a gorgeous day. Saturday and Sunday, a mix of sun and clouds, but I think more sun than clouds, and high temperatures in the mid-50s. First day of spring on Monday, we bring in the chance of showers, and that continues through midweek. Temperatures running a little below average. Overnight lows down in the 30s. Again, I think we're mostly going to be dealing with valley rain, but could see a little bit of snow mixing in at times. Coming up in the next half hour, in the Forecast Focus, it is Wildlife Wednesday, and I have some great photos to share with you from local photographers. Kirsten.
Chris, something wonderful to do in all of this nice weather soon. Lake Coeur d'Alene Cruises adding a 6th boat to its fleet. It's called the Shadow, and it used to be leased for cruises almost 20 years ago. Then the Kalispell Tribe bought it. After a long journey, it's back with Lake Coeur d'Alene Cruises and getting an upgrade before it hits the water this summer.
This is the sister ship to the Spirit of Coeur d'Alene and the Osprey. They're the same length, same width, and have the same basic structure. Only major difference is this one is the mirror image. She was designed to raft up to the other ones and create a very unique experience.
When the Shadow's renovations are complete, it'll set sail sometime this summer and be available for private bookings. For more information on the Shadow and to see profiles of all the cruise boats, see the story on KXLY.com.
The big changes are on the way for the 15th Street I-90 interchange in Coeur d'Alene. How it will help improve one of the city's worst intersections, coming up.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
At Eastern Washington University, computer scientists are building a U.S. Cyber Defense Center to contain cybersecurity threats. Physical and occupational therapy students are empowering children with disabilities to be successful and confident. And history students are working with the National Park Service to create living histories of our public lands. An interdisciplinary education that gets real about the real world? That's the new thing. It is Eastern Washington and you. Apply today at ewu.edu.
Walker's Furniture is overstocked with over $15 million in inventory. So we're forced to have an overstock clearance sale. This is your last chance to get big discounts of 15, 30, even up to 40% off select items. With some discount items up to 70% off.
Our loss is your gain as we have to make more room in our warehouses for new shipments arriving daily.
Improve your life for less during the final 4 days of savings at Walker's.
Some people say the metaverse will only be virtual. But firefighters entering a burning house will one day save time when lives are on the line. Visualizing a patient's most recent scan will help speed up decision-making in the ER. And while the woolly mammoth is still extinct, that doesn't mean students can't take field trips to visit them. The metaverse may be virtual, but the impact will be real.
My name is Stephen, and this is my Summit Cancer Center story. I had a large tumor in my left lung in November of 2018. We went through in 2020 doing a lot of end-of-life planning. Summit was very aggressive in my treatment of diagnosis. Since then, with my recovery, we're doing a lot of life events. I love the people there. I would recommend Summit Cancer Center. My wife calls it a miracle.
Four News Now is brought to you by Move Fitness.
New at 6 o'clock, 401ks, Roth IRAs, Social Security, all are just some of the terms you might hear when talking about saving money for your retirement.
But there isn't a straightforward path everyone should follow. ABC's Lindsay Watts shares some tips to help you get started.
No matter how old you are, you might want to consider investing in your retirement. And although it may seem premature, financial expert Farnoosh Torabi says that young people should look into alternative retirement plans instead of relying on Social Security.
These days, it's really important to save for retirement on our own. For many who are maybe in their 20s or just starting out, a Social Security is not a guarantee.
Torabi suggests considering all of the different investment options in the workplace, like 401k accounts or traditional plans such as Roth IRAs and brokerage accounts.
The good thing about a 401k or other sort of workplace retirement account is that you can always adjust your contributions. Start with something small. Start with, 2% or 3% of your paycheck.
People in their 50s might want to consider different types of insurance options like long-term care insurance, which covers services that your basic health plan does not, including assistance with everyday tasks.
People who invest in this starting in age 50 will very likely use it by the time they reach their 70s and older.
And for those approaching retirement, it's not too late to start saving and investing on your own. Torabi says it's best to have a backup plan for unexpected costs in the years ahead, including potential out-of-pocket health expenses. Lindsay Watts, ABC News.
Well, days after Silicon Valley Bank failed and U.S. financial regulators stepped in to protect account holders, many depositors and small business owners, are still in shock.
We actually got an email saying that our payroll deposit wouldn't be processed.
Now, the Justice Department and the Securities and Exchange Commission are each conducting investigations into what led the bank's collapse. Silicon Valley Bank also the focus of a new Federal Reserve internal investigation on its oversight of SVB.
Honda's recalling more than 448,000 vehicles because of a problem with a seatbelt. The company says the seatbelt in the driver's seat and front passenger seat may not latch properly, and as a result, a person is in increased risk of injury from the crash. The automaker says it's not received any reports of injuries due to the problem. Impacted owners will be contacted by mail starting April 17th.
Artificial intelligence takes another leap forward. OpenAI, the company behind ChatGPT, is out with its latest version. It's a program so advanced, its creators say it can score in the 90th percentile on the bar exam and analyze and interpret photos. The CEO tweeting that it is more creative than previous models and it is less biased, but it is still flawed and still limited.
We're really kind of at the beginning of seeing AI's impact. That impact is likely to ramp up, and I think we're going to see it, affect people more in their daily lives.
As artificial intelligence grows in importance, concerns about its uses and possible misuses are also growing. Some school districts have banned it for fear of cheating, but a growing number of educators are also embracing the technology.
Also new tonight, about 8% of adults take sleep medication, and now CBD has gone mainstream as a sleep aid. Some say their sleep is much better using CBD products, others not feeling the effects.
And my anxiety, I still have it at night, but it definitely helps shut my brain off so that I'm able to sleep.
Nothing happened. It didn't work. It didn't work at all.
And that's not surprising to those who study CBD. The FDA has indicated they want to create more regulation for CBD, and the studies that exist on it are small.
Don't have the large randomized controlled trials. We see a lot of promise, but we still need more evidence.
Leaving those who suffer from sleep disruptions to use a trial and error method to figure out if CBD can work for them.
At least 7 closed calls on U.S. runways since January, and lawmakers on Capitol Hill are demanding answers.
What the FAA is doing to improve safety in the air and on the ground coming up. Plus,
big city problems are causing a jam for people in Coeur d'Alene right now. Traffic has increased on 15th Street and people no longer feel safe. Coming up, the Idaho Transportation Department's plan to ease the congestion.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
Some ideas seem good, but aren't. Maybe these guys will buy our house.
What could go wrong?
Like rookie home buyers who don't have experience you can count on. We Buy Ugly Houses has been buying houses as is for almost 3 decades. Call or click to sell quick.
My name's Robert Holiday, but all my friends call me Doc. It was a nickname I got in the military. I really like the trade. I like working with my hands, and I just decided I wanted to go back to Spokane, and I said I'm going to start my own business. I believe it was about 1987, 88. I didn't have any money, and I would go door to door introducing people. Hey, I'm Doc Holiday, Holiday Heating, Refrigeration, and Appliance Repair. I was always about wanting to do it right and be honest and give everybody the best job they could possibly.
BSU is just an incredible community partner. We feel very fortunate to have them on board as we try to help families move forward and be stable and successful.
It is so important for both our families and our staff to receive current financial education.
What Eric's doing with his classes is basically giving them the knowledge they're going to need to be financially self-reliant.
This is not a topic that's typically taught in schools, and yet it is the baseline of access to almost everything that we do.
The new Bachelorette has just been revealed, and now tomorrow, Charity is live on GMA in her first interview. So what will she reveal? Plus Friday, Helen Mirren and Rachel Zegler live on Good Morning America.
Drive it home with the Northwest Motorsport Rig. Our great lineup of lenders are offering special APRs all month long. Enter to win daily prizes at nwmsrocks.com/win. Score big with trucks, and more trucks at Northwest Motorsport.
Some ideas seem good, but aren't. Maybe these guys will buy our house.
What could go wrong?
Like rookie home buyers who don't have experience you can count on. We Buy Ugly Houses has been buying houses as is for almost 3 decades. Call or click to sell quick.
The Family Feud murder investigation.
25 seconds on the clock.
Next, Inside Edition, the game show contestant with the bow tie accused of murdering his wife. All their friends got together to watch his game show appearance. What his family is saying today about the shocking charges. Then, the 10-year-old girl. She wrote a song but was too shy to play it in public. No problem. Next, Inside Edition.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Inside Edition at 7. Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
Big changes are in the works for drivers in Coeur d'Alene. The Lake City is quickly outgrowing its roads.
Now the Idaho Transportation Department has a plan to deal with one of the city's worst intersections. The 15th Street interchange with I-90 is a hot spot for crashes. Our Peter Choi shows us the plan to cut down on crashes to keep you and your family safe on the road.
15th Street in Coeur d'Alene, right behind me, has become one of the city's busiest roads. And that congestion makes it difficult for drivers to get on the highway right now. And the people who live here tell me they feel unsafe driving this road every day, and they want a solution to fix this issue.
Living in the same neighborhood for decades, Stephen Flory notices North Idaho's growth.
Sounds getting louder and louder each year, and the intersections get busier and busier each year.
And traffic, he says, is getting worse each year.
People are coming off of the interstate. There's a stop sign there, and they're coming off at fairly high speed. And oftentimes, as we're going up and down to the neighborhood, you'll see people failing to stop at that particular stop sign.
Plus, with the city's park located near the interchange, it's causing more traffic congestion.
And there's a lot going on at that intersection, too, because they come off the freeway and off Cherry Hill.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Do you think it's pretty unsafe?
Definitely.
The department says 12,000 cars use the interchange every day, and that number is expected to rise to 18,000 by 2045.
This interchange is part of a larger corridor study from I-90 to Coeur d'Alene, and we're basically expecting traffic volumes on the interstate to double.
Originally built in 1960, the department says this interchange needs to be updated to meet current and future traffic demands.
Basically looking at taking all the ramps, and right now they come in at skewed angles, but bringing them all together at two different intersections at normal angles that are easier for drivers to see and make turns.
And adding 2 traffic lights to reduce crashes and save drivers' time. The department is now asking the public to offer any feedback on the plan at the open house next Tuesday. In Coeur d'Alene, Peter Choi, 4 News Now.
Oh, speaking of development, here's a live look over downtown Spokane, and that crane in the foreground is our stadium going up right across the street. But look at those clear skies. Almost looks like a summer sky in the evening. Here are 4 things to know about your weather. It is going to be clear and chilly tonight. Those clear skies, winds dying down, temperatures will drop into the 20s. It's going to be a beautiful sunny Thursday with a warming trend in the forecast that takes us into an awesome weekend. Here's a look at our satellite and radar right now, and we do have some showers still in progress around the region. A lot of what we are seeing here on the radar, however, we're having a hard time confirming that it is reaching the ground, but it is falling as snow, rain. We've had some reports of graupel. It is all moving off to the east and depleting as the sun sets and we lose our daytime heating. It will be dry and clear overnight. Temperatures already 27 degrees at Lookout Pass. We're in the 40s over much of the inland northwest, but that will not be the case for long. Right around the Spokane area, primarily in the mid 40s. It is 42 right now in Cheney, 46 in downtown, and 47 right now in 9 Mile, 44 in Post Falls. Here's a look at your forecast. We're going to start the day off in the mid 20s with clear skies, mostly sunny conditions for Thursday. Not quite up to average with a high of 47. 49 is our average high, but pretty close. Winds will be light, so it's going to feel even warmer than it felt today. I'll be back with your 7-day forecast. Plus, it is Wildlife Wednesday in just a few minutes. Kirsten.
Thank you, Chris. Well, since its launch last year, the number of people calling the crisis hotline continues to rise.
Well, now call centers in Washington are struggling to keep up with the growing number of people trying to get 24/7 behavioral health support. In Olympia, a bill recently made it out of the House that would boost funding for 988 service. The money would be used to support rapid response teams, provide more comprehensive training for responders, and create statewide marketing campaigns. The bill passed unanimously in the House and currently waits a hearing in the Health and Long-Term Care Senate Committee. For more detailed breakdown of how the money would be spent, look for this story on KXLY.com. New at 6:30, the South Hill Library is reopening next Tuesday. The library closed in January for renovations. Some of the new features include a new play area for kids, more meeting space, and lighting system. Also new tonight, another close call on an airport runway, this time at Ronald Reagan National Airport in Arlington, Virginia.
The surprising number of near misses this year prompting the FAA to call for a safety summit. This is launching a review of safety standards and procedures across the industry in the hope of preventing catastrophe. Gloria Pazminos in New York with the latest.
It seems like one close call after another. Boston, New York, Austin, now just outside Washington, D.C. At least 7 close calls on U.S. runways since the start of 2023 has the flying public, lawmakers, and the Biden administration demanding answers.
We are particularly concerned because we have seen an uptick in serious close calls that we must address together.
The Federal Aviation Administration convened a safety summit Wednesday with industry representatives, labor groups, and aviation experts aimed at finding out what's working and what needs improvement in order to ensure safety in the sky and on the runway.
Initial information suggests that more mistakes than usual are happening across the system.
None of the near misses this year resulted in fatalities, and officials say flying remains the safest way to travel. But acting FAA Chief Billy Nolen says it's time to ask difficult questions to determine where the problems lie.
The biggest mistake we can make as an industry is to become complacent.
All with the hope of preventing a future disaster.
These recent incidents must serve as a wake-up call for every single one of us before something more catastrophic occurs, before lives are lost.
In New York, I'm Gloria Pasmino reporting.
Today's event is just the first in a sweeping review the FAA is launching with the hope of improving safety. One of the key issues of concern at the summit was staffing, particularly in air traffic control.
The head of the Union for Air Traffic Controllers said there are 1,200 fewer air traffic controllers today than there were 10 years ago. Well, the Zags are gearing up for round one of the NCAA tournament. Tonight, we're highlighting one Bulldog who has a long history of playing basketball in the Inland Northwest. Stay with us.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
4 News Now is brought to you by Mechanics Pride.
Hi, I'm attorney Jim Hill.
And I'm attorney Matt Russell.
And after 10 years of helping the injured people of Spokane,
Russell and Hill have won lots of awards.
But at the end of the day, only one award really matters.
The award we get the insurance company to pay you. Russell and Hill.
If you're looking for a great career where you can spend time outdoors and make good money with an amazing team, then check out the Northwest Fence School of Fence. We will train individuals to specialize in chain link, privacy vinyl, ornamental iron, and wood fence installation. Our 1-month school will assist you in understanding the basic principles of fence installation. Seize the opportunity to join our team and train to be a fence professional. Our classes are enrolling now, so contact Northwest Fence today for more information. Northwest Fence. Nobody builds them better.
Lucky you. Ironstone Furniture and Fire is selling all in-stock furniture and accessories at 30% off. Explore our new arrivals, bestsellers, and collections loved by our customers. We have everything you need to furnish your home. Visit our showroom, Ironstone Furniture and Fire in Coeur d'Alene.
We know vaccines, immunizations, and boosters save lives. They nearly eradicated polio, protected our infants from chickenpox and measles, and kept our kids safe from whooping cough and meningitis. The best way to keep your family safe from these viruses is to stay informed about when to get vaccinated. If you have questions about vaccinations, like COVID-19 or the flu, talk with your healthcare provider today. Learn more at askyourprovider.org.
Okay, I brought you here today because it's March Mania and people want to score big deals. So tell me what you got.
Bigger trade-in values.
That's great, but how about you?
Great financing options.
We need more.
How about 2 years factory scheduled service and roadside assistance with Toyota Care?
Now that's what I'm talking about. If you want slam dunk deals, you gotta go to Finley.
Finley Toyota's downtown.
How would you like to win a new Beautyrest Black mattress from Walker's Furniture and a chance to meet Drew Timmy with some great autographed gear? Just go to teamupwithtimmy.com. And while you're there, consider making a donation to one of our charities.
It is Wildlife Wednesday tonight. A lot less snow, there's still some snow, but a lot less snow in our Wildlife Wednesday this week. This photo is from Mark Vogt of a very stout Billy mountain goat. Looking good, but still has the heavy winter coat. Likely will not need that much longer, but you'll notice a little spring-like behind this goat. I'm looking for any signs of spring. That Ali Ray shared this photo of a gorgeous pheasant in Spokane County stomping through our recent snows. I think pheasants look especially amazing on a white snowy background. Incredible photo, Ali. Thank you so much. Now here is a sign of spring. Carol Ellis shared this photo of sandhill cranes, and they migrate through the Columbia Basin in March. In fact, the Sandhill Crane Festival is in Othello, March 24th, 25th, and 26th. Registration closes today if you are interested in attending the Sandhill Crane Festival. It is quite a to-do, and I've heard nothing but amazing reports, but great photo, Carol. Thank you so much. An early peek of things to come. Our time lapse today showing some fair weather cumulus over the Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena, but as the sun set and we lost our daytime heating, those clouds fizzled out right away. You can see that on a much broader scale here on our satellite and radar. Those polka dot cumulus clouds on the satellite, they disappear as the day goes on, and so do these instability showers. A little bit of convection this afternoon, mainly over the panhandle of Idaho, but we saw a few showers in eastern Washington as well. These will be coming to an end later this evening. Skies will be clearing, setting the stage for a cool start to the day tomorrow. Temperature just a little below average tomorrow. Our average high tomorrow is 49, but it will be in the lower 50s this time next week. We'll get a little bit above just in time for the weekend. I like the timing on that. And then just a little bit below next week as we bring in some more wet weather. I don't think we're going to have any major warm-ups coming in the near future, as our extended forecast looking out toward the end of March still has the western United States in below average temperatures, particularly as we get down into California, Nevada, Utah. Precipitation, above average chance of wetter than average weather as well. So hopefully that does not translate into too much valley snow, but I'm keeping my winter tires on just in case we have a few tricky mornings. Doesn't look like that will be the case in the 7-day forecast. However, we do have some wet weather coming next week, including on the first day of spring, but it looks like it is mostly going to fall in the form of rain. Kirsten?
Thanks so much, Chris. Well, new at 6:30, the impact of the ongoing devastating storms in California could trickle down to the prices at your local grocery store.
California is the leading agriculture producer in the U.S. Many of the state's key growing areas are flooded. CNN's Shelley Molaski has a look at how the disaster is impacting crop production.
A devastating blow to our nation's top crop producer. The recent back-to-back storms hitting California's critical agriculture regions may also impact the U.S. food supply.
The pain is going to be prolonged for many weeks and months. This should have been the beginning of the harvest season.
The relentless rain is flooding crops, evacuating farm worker communities, and delaying the harvest season. California is the golden state of food production. It produces the majority of some specialty crops, like certain fruits and vegetables in the country.
In January's storm events, we had over 15,000 acres that were impacted by flooding and inundation, with over $330 million worth of farm losses.
Ag officials in hard-hit Monterey County say it's unclear when planting schedules will resume, and all the flooded farms and delayed harvests could lead to higher costs for consumers nationwide. That's if supplies tighten and produce distributors turn to Mexico or other regions to make up for shortages and then pass on the added cost to consumers. Ag officials say it's too early to fully assess the damage, but are working to mitigate the long-term impact.
There will be more crop losses as areas that have not experienced flooding now are now experiencing it for the first time.
In Monterey County, the severe weather has forced farm workers out of their homes and left them without jobs.
This community of Pajaro is mostly low-income Latino farm workers, and this is the worst thing that could have happened to them right now.
For Consumer Watch, I'm Shelley Molaski.
Here's a look at ABC's prime time lineup tonight.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
This is Ford Truck Month, America. Time to get into Ford F-150. All amped up and ready for work or play. Get 0 for 36 plus $3,000 low APR cash on a 2022 F-150 XLT at your local Ford dealer.
Whether you're in the market for affordable furniture, clothing, or vintage treasures, you'll find what you need at UGM thrift stores. But checking off your list is not all you'll accomplish. Every purchase and donation opens the doors for men, women, and children experiencing homelessness to get the help they need. Your support provides food and shelter, job training, and holistic recovery services at Union Gospel Mission. Stop in today and offer life change.
For a limited time only, get a new John Deere 1023E compact utility tractor with a 120E loader for only $199 per month. Take advantage of this exclusive offer for low monthly payments on top-of-the-line equipment that gets the job done, backed by our consistent quality customer service. Hurry in to your local Pape Machinery Ag and Turf store today to cash in on these limited time offers and get your property ready for the spring ahead. Pape keeps you moving.
We celebrate our 28th anniversary the same way any self-respecting casino would, by giving you a shot at $28,000. Qualify all month long with hot spins and super spins for your shot at the cash on April 1st. Anniversary specials for midweek rooms at the Kootenai Falls Lodge are just $59 or $89 for Riverview rooms. Grab some anniversary cash at the Kootenai Casino and book your March getaway. Call 888-YOU-ARE-LUCKY or visit KootenaiRiverInn.com.
She was looking so fine. 5'5" thinking that style.
Where's the butler?
It's John Butler. Hate being judged by your name? So do we. At Consign Furniture and Jewelry, we're not what you think. Our inventory is the best in the Northwest. Like this, and this, and this. Check out the most unique shopping experience in the universe.
This is Ford Truck Month, America. Time to get into Ford F-150. All amped up and ready for work or play. Get 0 for 36 plus 3,000 low APR cash on a 2022 F-150 XLT at your local Ford dealer.
4 News Now is brought to you by Pape Machinery.
Right now, the Zags are preparing for their first game against Grand Canyon University this Friday on their fast break to Houston. They will have to win the next 6 games in a row to win their first national championship in school history.
And of course, the team will be looking to their starters, who will play a major factor in making their dream a reality tonight. We want to highlight one of those players who has deep roots here in the Inland Northwest. Our Alex Crescenti is live in Denver. Alex.
That's right. Here in Denver, they have the Avalanche and the Broncos, 2 franchises with titles in recent years. But back home in Spokane, we're Hooptown, USA, home to the world's largest 3-on-3 basketball tournament and some pretty talented basketball players. John Stockton, Adam Morrison, and now Gonzaga senior forward Anton Watson is looking to etch his name among the all-time greats.
We had a basketball game the same night as the state football game. All of our football players, they were all playing in the state championship football game, but we had a scheduled varsity basketball game that night. So I stayed back here, ran the gym, and I was like, oh, this ought to be interesting. Hadn't heard of Anton at all, didn't know who he was. Watched him play for the first time, and then it was like, oh, he's pretty good.
8 years ago, Gonzaga star forward Anton Watson wasn't even a Gonzaga prep star. But that all quickly changed once he stepped onto the basketball court for the first time in a Bullpups uniform.
But when he came to us, he was probably about 6'5", maybe 150 pounds, and now he's a full-grown man.
But a 6'5" freshman is still going to stick out walking the hallways of a high school.
His first impression in my classroom was him walking through the door every day, had to duck in and duck underneath. I had him sit in the back because he blocked some of the views of some of the kids, so he did sit in the back just so that everyone could see around him. And yeah, he was a quiet kid.
And that's how Anton has gone about his business, a quiet demeanor with a willingness to put in the work. However, don't mistake that for a lack of competitiveness.
He's not focused on being the focal point or putting up incredible numbers. He's not about that. He doesn't need that kind of attention. And I attribute that to having really inner self-confidence. He doesn't need the accolades or the attention. But when it comes to winning, I don't think anybody wants to win more than Anton.
And he certainly did a lot of winning at Gonzaga Prep. During his time, the Bullpups won 2 state championships, and Anton was twice named the State Player of the Year and a 2-time GSL MVP. And his senior year, he was also nominated for the McDonald's All-American game. With a resume like that, coaches like Mark Few are going to take notice as he put pen to paper and signed with the Bulldogs in 2018.
It feels great. Ever since I was a little kid, I've always wanted to play college basketball, so
this is just an amazing feeling right now.
His recruitment didn't take a whole lot of recruiting. I think when Gonzaga offered him, it was pretty much a done deal. He knew that he wanted his family and friends to be able to watch him and stay close.
Through the past 4 years at GU, Anton has been a solid role player for the Zags, but it wasn't until this season he took the leap to a full-time starter and became one of the West Coast Conference's best two-way players, putting up more than 370 points along with 61 steals and 21 blocks.
And this year I think he's found that in order for the Zags to get to where they need to be, he needs to be a little bit more assertive and aggressive.
I'm just kind of soaking it all in right now and just living in the moment.
So now we're here, the NCAA tournament, possibly the last big dance for the big man. But no matter what happens over the next 3 weeks, his accomplishments in Spokane won't soon be forgotten.
Yeah, he was probably one of the best high school players I've ever seen.
I would say the greatest in Gonzaga Prep history, and he left behind an unbelievable legacy.
Now, Anton and most of the seniors on this GU program still have 1 year of eligibility left to use, but they're obviously not thinking about that right now. They got a big test this weekend with Grand Canyon in the first round of the NCAA tournament. We're going to have all your coverage all week long from Denver, so make sure to follow along with us. Reporting tonight live from Denver, I'm Alex Crescenti, 4 News Now Sports.
Alex, thank you. New at 6:30, one small business in Spokane credits resources provided by the Small Business Administration for its expansion. Decade Awards, which sells sports trophies, medals, and plaques, is gearing up for its grand opening next week. The president, Ted DeRuyter, says the Small Business Administration helped him as an entrepreneur. His once e-commerce business is now selling in a retail location on Sprague in Spokane Valley.
We use the SBA for both the Emerging Leaders Program in order to kind of learn and train as an entrepreneur and as a business owner, and then from there learned about the SBA's 504 program.
Top U.S. Small Business Administration leaders today visited and toured Decade Awards as well as other businesses in the area.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
Celebrate the grand opening of Click It RV's new store in Yakima Valley or Click It RV in Spokane and get the same grand opening specials on travel trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, and Class A and C motorhomes. We guarantee it. A mile north of the Y on Newport Highway or clickitrv.com.
It's buy one, get 1 month here at Mainstream. That's right, get a free furnace when you purchase an air conditioning unit. We'll even throw in a complete heating and cooling system check. Let us provide your family with comfort and happiness this spring. Call or visit Mainstream to find out more.
Every Saturday in March, you can shoot baskets for cash.
The more baskets you make, the more cash you win.
All winners have 1 minute to make as many baskets as possible.
The player with the highest score of the night wins even more cash.
Make baskets to earn your share of up to $26,000 cash.
More baskets, more cash for you.
Earn entries now playing your favorite games with your Sun Club card.
Get in the game at Chihuahua Casino.
Held over! Save up to 50% at the Hot Tub and Swim Spa tent sale final weekend at the Kootenai County Fairgrounds. Why wait 100 days with a local dealer when you can have a hot tub now? Over 50 models on display. Every floor model must go. Come see revolutionary swim spas that can heat or chill the water. Bad credit, no problem. 100% in-house financing, no turndowns. That's the Hot Tub and Swim Spa blowout sale final weekend at the Kootenai County Fairgrounds. Call 1-833-HOUR-SPAS or go to discountspas.com.
Hello, I'm Rob Sacre, joined by Mustachio and George, and we're bringing you the best all-star lineups of rigs.
It's an exciting day, Rob, if you're looking for a slam dunk deal, like this tough and rugged F-150 XLT Crew Cab. Or if you're looking to score more sports car for less, check out this Subaru WRX. It's perfect.
Agreed.
And during this madness of savings, $40 down is all you need.
It's go time at Cal.
The Connors is the show to watch.
Nice.
It's as vital as ever with a first-rate comedy ensemble.
You're not going to touch me, though,
No,
right?
you big baby. I'm not going to touch you.
Hey, guys.
The Connors, tonight on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Celebrate the grand opening of Click It RV's new store in Yakima Valley or Click It RV in Spokane and get the same grand opening specials plus liquidation prices on all 20 to 22 RVs. Nobody will beat our prices. We guarantee it. A mile north of the Y on Newport Highway or clickitrv.com.
4 News Now is brought to you by Parker Subaru.
Before we go, have to wish a couple people have a birthday. Happy birthday. A very wonderful 70-year-old Valerie Taylor. Happy birthday. Your son Floyd is a gem as well. And our own digital guy, Will Wixie.
Yes, we love Will.
So calm and cool and such a great dude.
He takes great photos.